Thanks, Baz. On a lighter note, some poetry. Early doors paraffins, the usual thing. Locals lower gaze as old John shuffles in with his arthritic hip. Dribble down his chin, he drops half a crown in the Marie Curie tin. Decimal coinage never captured him. He subs electric bitter. The landlord looks grim, needs an ego trim. Thinks he's charismatic but he's just plain dim. Puts tempe on the bitter, waters down the gin. Used to be youthful, used to be slim. Pretends he was in the paras. Fat Phil cracks a joke about those of other kin. Claims he's not racist, excuses growing thin. Log fire, best bloke in the world if you've got the right skin. Log fire's burned out. Nights are drawing in. Watch out in the ginnel for migrants. Cheers. That was a ropey start, wasn't it?
Right, we're going out with Steve for the Bay the night before.
Well, yeah. Yeah. Yes, indeed. I'm just going to go to sleep now. No, I'm okay. I'm going to do a quartet of poems, all as one. My drummer didn't turn up. That's good. I think he's still out with Stu from the Bay. Yeah, 4 poems all together. So they're all very short, so don't worry, you won't get too bored. 4 poems about the Shoreditch of the North, otherwise known as Prestwich, which has been my home for the last 27 years. Avoiding Simon. Every day is Saturday. A nightingale sings in the precinct, strolling through Piss Alley, breath held tight. Tribute band dregs mingle, sporting oversized Primark, pulling on fags and draw, same as the week before. Past waste plastic, turning left through showers of snowdrops, crocus, tulip, white, yellow, red. Bad council sculptures, the infamous water feature. Another shattered shelter, avoiding Simon. He's lost his head. Antique dealer fallen on hard times. Hatted with a taut tea cosy, scraping oversized shoes, dragging a mauve-wheeled suitcase through the precinct of pigeon spikes and early closed bank. It's a friendly face thing, says the toothy model in the window, banking on your terms. He trawls through cancer research, Headway, and some other charity shop for valuable gems. Which gems would he be searching for now? Yeah, it's the felted hat from Georgian times, Elizabethan Beano annuals. A floaty chemise from Napoleonic France, Henry's pewter tankard, a cracked cup, papal visit, 1982. Slim. The new road is an early morning home for grounded pigeons and magpies picking at last night's discarded chips. By the shop of beards and expensive lentils for displaced BBC hopefuls, past the pub door crumbling lintel, charity shops with £5 bargain jackets, bus stop Darren asks for a smoke. Opposite, the crack of dawn newsagent puffs his cheeks, greets the early morning mitherer reluctantly, passes him yesterday's butties with a grin, slim chance of a lottery win, prospects dim as the half-light over junction 17 gives way to sleet, wind, and baubles of snow sticking to the suicide prevention fence. One last grip before she slips. Cuckoo. They jump from bridges round here, get blamed for delaying the traffic, tie blooms to the railings and leave them to wither to remind us we die if we need to remember. 3 days for the flowers to wilt, one less in the swelt of the summer. Dead heads bow brown in a semblance of grief for the blood and bone bedlam that played out beneath. They name bars after illness round here. Like it's funny how many go cuckoo. In a town full of strangers who self-medicate, the CPM made her referral too late. In estate agents' bluster, it isn't made clear they jump from bridges round here. Thank you. Right, just a couple more. So this book is kind of about a lot of things, but it's mainly about how we treat each other, how we sometimes look after each other and sometimes don't, and all that sort of really deep stuff. And this is a very short poem called Mothers. In the lee of the hill, the mizzle of Mosley, where dads don't explain why mothers leave early. From unfeathered nests, leaving kids without nurture, the scratch of the branch and scars unacknowledged. Girls named as heroines of old melodramas, Catherine, Rebecca, and someone or another. There's nothing as sad as a child with no mother. Cheers. So as Baz said, yeah, I've got this book out, £8, all proceeds to the club. I've been at the club since the start, as many of you have too. And we've seen ups and downs, and obviously at the moment there's a particularly challenging time for all sorts of organisations and semi-pro clubs like ours. So you're encouraged to drink as much beer as possible. That comes on doctor's orders, and if you want to buy this book, you don't have to read it, but at least the contribution goes to the club. And the opening poem of the book is called Cows. That's not the place in the Isle of Wight with the E. It's the animal without the E. Cows. It starts with a cowlick curl of oils, the layers of an undiscovered Van Gogh, each knife cut and brushstroke visible but unnamed. Colour and texture melded in pasto. Sharp blue, knife cut and whipped to a point for the teeter of anticipated sex. The titter of the aftermath that salts the air drifting in through banging windows. Daubed sunrise yellow, flattened and fattened by the knife, for the absent courage not needed at the start, arriving too late. Vermilion, zinc white, raw sienna, flicked in corners, barely seen by the casual observer, for the reigning confusion and the tears that rain. A badly drawn cow, Carl Smith, reception class 1, is how it ends. Cheers. Okay, I'm going to finish with this one. This one's specially for Lynette. Rest in peace, John Wesley. I'm under house arrest for crimes against the Methodists. Took a drink, enjoyed myself too much. Read erotic fiction, encouraged an erection, had a cheeky bet on some old nag. Wandered lost and lonesome on a horse, reflecting Wesley on his solo quest of misery and tears. Found a home 10 miles away. In the age of horse, a chasm. Won my bet. Drowned in whiskey. Cheers. Thanks for listening. I'll just be in that corner selling books if you want to buy one.